News 25 is brought to you by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrumps optometrist since 1990, offering full spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight, one person is dead and several injured in a head-on crash, and a female is airlifted with a reported knife wound. News 25 starts now.
This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
California Highway Patrol reports a fatal crash over the weekend. It's Monday, December 23rd. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Well, one person is deceased and 7 others are injured, according to California Highway Patrol, when a vehicle passed another vehicle without sufficient room and ran head-on into an oncoming car. According to CHP, on December 20th, at approximately 5:30, a 29-year-old male from Albuquerque, New Mexico, was driving a 2018 Nissan Sentra eastbound on Highway 190 near Slab City and was directly behind another vehicle that was also traveling eastbound on that same highway. At the same time, a 53-year-old male from Chandler, Arizona, was driving a 2018 Honda Accord westbound, approaching the Nissan in the opposite direction. The driver of the Nissan went into the westbound lane and attempted to pass a vehicle ahead without sufficient clearance. The Nissan and Honda collided head-on, causing major damage to both vehicles. One passenger of the Honda sustained multiple traumatic injuries and succumbed to those injuries at the scene. The remaining 7 victims were immediately transported to medical care facilities. We caught up with Fire Chief Scott Lewis today, who said that they took care of the additional patients. So Mercy Air transported a patient from an accident that was in California?
Well, Mercy Air actually transported one patient directly from the scene. Then there was several additional critical patients that were eventually transported to Desert View Hospital. We activated our MCI protocols within Pahrump Fire Rescue. We joined in a unified command with the Desert View ER staff, and we successfully managed 6, of which 5 were in critical condition, in addition to the other patients that were already at Desert View Hospital.
Where was this accident at?
It's my understanding it was in Death Valley on Highway 190. It was a head-on collision, and there was a total of 7 patients from that motor vehicle accident.
One of them passed away?
And one was a fatal, that's correct.
Well, medics and police responded to a call for help for someone who reportedly was pregnant and stabbed in the abdomen. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue crews, along with Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies, were dispatched for a report of a female who is 7 months pregnant that allegedly stabbed herself in the stomach. The incident occurred this morning at Preferred RV Resort off of Crawford Way, near the intersection of Highway 160 and 372. The female was transported by ground ambulance to Mercy Air Base 21 and subsequently airlifted to a Las Vegas trauma center. The Nye County Sheriff's Office is investigating what led up to this incident. All right. Well, we've been telling you about the wild horses up there in the winery area. Well, a driver allegedly avoided striking one of those wild horses with his vehicle on Winery Road over the weekend. Instead, the car veered off the road and struck a home.
Winery Road, there was a report of a motor vehicle accident. The initial report was a vehicle that went through and through a house located on Winery Drive. Our investigation revealed, in fact, that accident was accurately described. The driver of that vehicle claimed no injury and stated that a horse on the roadway prompted that accident.
All right, and so pretty major damage to that home.
It was, and the home was not occupied after the impact occurred.
All right, and then of course I boarded up now, and but there was no DUI or anything.
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, here's today's latest in our business news report.
Here's Angela Miles with today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, Airbnb is expected to be among the most anticipated IPOs of the year. According to Reuters, Airbnb sales topped $1 billion in the last half of 2019. The company is valued at a stunning $35 billion. TheStreet.com forecasts there will be fewer homes on the market. Millennials will become more aggressive with buying a place of their own, and mortgage rates will stabilize at the lower end of the range. According to Yahoo Finance, expect to do more cashless transactions as more retailers accept payments from smartphones. More banks are likely to use artificial intelligence to fight financial fraud. Also, online banks are setting up for high-interest cash accounts, and some of the big banks will be offering financial and emotional support, such as life coaching.
To find out where you can see us every day, go to businessfirstam.com.
More news right after this break.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back. The Nye County Sheriff's Office has issued a press release regarding the district attorney's decision not to file charges against former CEO of Valley Electric, Angela Evans.
The Sheriff's Office has been asked for a comment regarding the Nye County District Attorney choosing not to file charges against Angela Evans. The Nye County Sheriff's Office conducts investigations, makes arrests based on probable cause, and submits the case to the District Attorney for prosecution. We operate separately from them. In the case of Angela Evans, she was arrested based on probable cause after a review of the evidence against her. A judge found that they agreed there was probable cause on February 27th. Whether the district attorney files charges against a person is completely within the discretion of the district attorney, and a failure to file charges does not necessarily mean that the person did not commit the crime or that they have been cleared of their wrongdoing. All it means is that the district attorney did not file charges. Although this case has increased public awareness, it is not an isolated incident where the district attorney does not file charges on the criminal case. The Nye County Sheriff's Office receives dozens of denials for prosecution from the Nye County District Attorney's Office every week. Mr. Arabia's decision to not prosecute Angela Evans is his decision and has nothing to do with the Nye County Sheriff's Office or the court who approved the warrant and found probable cause.
Well, the health aide that was arrested last week from Pahrump Valley High School for allegedly selling methamphetamine was arrested 6 years ago for drugs. Verona Worthington was arrested at her home on Turtle Street here in Pahrump in January of 2013 for under the influence of a controlled substance and possession of methamphetamine. Her young children were found unsupervised inside the home by Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies. She arrived a short time later and said that she hadn't done methamphetamine since her 15-month-old daughter was born. At that time, she claimed that her husband possibly spiked her drink with the drug. The Nye County School District has responded and states that the school district cannot comment specifically regarding the recent arrest of Verona Worthington, a health aide at Pahrump Valley High School. Personnel matters, they say, are private and confidential. The Nye County School District says that they are cooperating with law enforcement and is principally focused on providing the best educational experience for their students and families. Every precautionary measure is taken to ensure that they are providing education in a safe and secure environment. Student safety, they say, remains their highest priority. Verona Worthington was employed at the Nye County School District at the time of her 2013 arrest. Well, twice a year, paramedic firefighters from Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and staff from the Nye County Emergency Services deliver holiday meals to the homebound on behalf of the Pahrump Senior Center. This morning, over 80 deliveries were made.
We're doing our Christmas dinner at the center today, but this morning we're doing our Meals on Wheels, hot meals that the fire department again is delivering for us.
So these are going to go to area residents?
Yes, to our Meals on Wheels clients, those that are homebound and unable to come to the center and have a hot meal. We're sending out the meals in the morning like we do on Thanksgiving as well.
The kitchen staff has been cooking this since when?
They got here at about 3 this morning. So they've had a long day already, but they're always up for it. They're a fantastic group.
Do you know how many residents that you're delivering to today?
We're delivering 86 meals today to the local residents, plus we'll have about 150 to 200 people at the center today as well.
How much is it?
It's actually been sponsored today.
Right.
So yeah, but we asked for a $3 donation either way. Healthcare partners and a few other folks have helped pitch in a little bit. Along with the Meals on Wheels today, the fire department are delivering gifts that were made up by the Pahrump Valley Republican women, Shadow Mountain Quilters, and Susan Moore and her family. They made hats, gloves, and a goodie bag for all of our seniors.
We are out. We are the vehicles that are delivering dinners to our shut-in seniors throughout the valley. My understanding there's 86 meals to be delivered this morning, and we have assistance from both DEM and some of the Nye County administration is also out helping us today.
And you split up the areas, right?
We do. We split it up by the station, and so that station handles that particular area. We'll deliver those dinners. It also gives us the opportunity to make sure everybody's doing well. It's a very busy season for us. It's actually been busy for the last several weeks. This past weekend has been extremely busy for us as well, with motor vehicle accidents and handling a large number of patients. We suspect that it'll continue to be busy. We're also expecting some poor weather over the next several days, which will add to our medicals and most likely our motor vehicle accidents.
And News 25 will return right after this break.
This segment of the news is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyers, Nye County's injury attorneys. Don't get bullied by insurance companies. Call Jason Ernest and bully them back at 775-727-9500.
Well, a quilt guild in Pahrump is helping spread holiday cheer this season by delivering handmade items to some lucky seniors.
Today we brought some holiday cheer to the residents at Inspiration Community. Quilters from Shadow Mountain Quilters have decided to make for each and every resident here in this community either a quilt, a lap robe, or a scarf that they can use to keep warm and feel comfortable.
So how many total did you make?
We made a total of 87 quilts, blankets, and scarves, and so on.
Everybody kind of got to pick out their colors and if they wanted a quilt or a knitted afghan.
Yes, we did. We asked them, particular for the ladies, it was very important to find out what colors they liked, and very surprisingly, everybody is asking for blue.
There was a couple of them where they were kind of specially made for that person, like you had a lady here who loves horses.
Absolutely. She happened to be a veteran of the United States Army, and I found out that she absolutely loves horses. And Betty Miller made one special for her with horses. Horse blanket do you have?
I do love horses.
What do you think about your quilt?
Oh, I love it. I love blue.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It'll all be warm.
Oh, I just think this is wonderful. I'm so happy that you ladies came to do this because it makes us all feel really good.
I'm so happy that Shadow Mountain Quilters have come today to give us quilts. I got a beautiful one here, and I'm so thankful for all these ladies that have worked so many hours, thousands of hours accumulated just to make us warm. And Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all of you.
What does this do to you, handing out these quilts and meeting these people?
Just feeling good to see the smiles on the faces from the people that we give them to. They have not asked for anything, we just give them. We do that for all of our seniors in the community. Any of the quilts, lap blankets that we have left over today are going to different facilities, and we just pop in and say, Merry Christmas. That's what it's all about.
Thanks so much to the Shadow Mountain Quilters for doing all this. I know it was a huge group effort and a lot of work behind this.
Absolutely, it really was. We had a lot of people working behind the scenes, and then we had people just absolutely sitting behind their sewing machine days and days on. And it's just our pleasure to make sure that we remember those in our community. That's all what we're about.
We were so fortunate to have the Shadow Mountain Quilters contact us so that they could give our residents these beautiful quilts that they've been quilting, knitting, crocheting all year long. And the residents have been looking so forward to it, and they will treasure these quilts forever. They picked out their favorite colors or one of the ladies wanted a shawl so she could wear it around the building. And they had such a variety that everybody got what they wanted. Thanks, Santa, quilters.
Thanks for inviting us. Well, today Darby's joined by a beautiful dog named Caroline, who's available at Desert Haven.
Today's Save a Pet is proudly sponsored by Jason Ernest with Mountain West Lawyers. Call 775-727-9500.
Hi, I'm Darby here at Desert Haven Animal Society, and today we are joined with Caroline. So she is a border collie. She is an adult female. We're guessing around the ages 3 and 4. She is sweet. She listens so unbelievably well. Whenever she goes, she'll run off, she'll go to the bathroom, and then I'll call her right back. And then she comes right here. She's such a good girl. She likes to stare right into you, and she's just so cute. Good girly. So she is mainly all black. She does have some white on her neck and on her face. Super pretty markings. Definitely come and see her and her friend, who she actually was a stray with. That is a Corgi mix, and he is a 4-year-old male. But come and see her and her friends here at Desert Haven Animal Society. They're at Sari Lane behind the Nye County Courthouse. You can give them a call at 775-751-7020. You can look them up on their Facebook page at Desert Haven Animal Society, or go online to deserthavenas.org. Come here. Come here, come here, come here. Good girl.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
I know Ubaldo wants to take Caroline home, right? With Pearl? That would be perfect for you. Caroline would be so good for you, Ubaldo. He's our tech director. He has a dog, and I know he's looking for another dog. So definitely Caroline's a dog for him to take home. Let's take a look outside on that weather cam for a sec. Wow, the weather is really starting to show up here. We're expecting a lot of weather changes coming up in the next couple days. We'll tell you about that after this break.
News 25 Weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donohue. Today's weather. In Las Vegas, we had a high of 53 degrees, a low of 45. Death Valley at 56, their low at 46 degrees. Amargosa at 48, a low of 40. 44, a low of 37 in Beatty. 37 for the high in Goldfield. 1 degree warmer in Tonopah at 38 degrees. Both towns have a low of 28. Fallon at 42, their low at 31 degrees. And finally, Carson City and Fernley, both with a high of 41 degrees, their low at 28 degrees. Now today in Pahrump, we saw some showers throughout the day. Our high today was just 48 degrees. Winds coming out of the south at 11 miles per hour. Our humidity at 66%. And our sunrise at 6:52 this morning. Now for tonight, we're going to continue on with that rain. Our low is going to be 39 degrees. It's currently 46 outside. Winds coming out of the south-southeast at 5 miles per hour. 88% for our humidity. And our sunset at 4:33 tonight. Now looking ahead to our 7-day, on Tuesday we do have a 20% chance of rain in the morning. It is expected to clear up as the day goes on. On Wednesday, not only is it Christmas, some of us were dreaming of a white Christmas, but instead we're going to get another 20% chance of rain. Then on Thursday, we're going to be seeing a 40% chance of rain. That's expected to clear up as the day goes on. On Friday, we're going to be seeing a 10%, but some mostly sunny skies. Those clouds aren't going to really be set to return until Sunday and Monday. Temperature-wise, on Tuesday through Thursday, we're just going to be hanging out in about those high 40s, just between 46, 49 degrees. On Friday, we're going to jump up to 53 and 52 degrees. And then Sunday and Monday, we're going to drop back down to a high of 49. Now looking at our overnights, we're mainly just going to be hanging out in those 30-degree brackets. The high 30s from Tuesday through Friday. We're going to drop down to 29 degrees on Saturday. And then we're going to be back in those low 30s at 32 degrees on Sunday and Monday. So now with that, we're going to throw it back to the desk with Deanna.
And Michael, I do got to tell you that they're not expecting snow on the ground here on Christmas Day, but they are expecting it in our low mountain ranges and, of course, over the pass. We're going to look a little graphics here from the National Weather Service, who says that we can expect rain and mountain snow spreading eastward this afternoon and overnight. The heaviest precipitation in Las Vegas and Mojave County will occur overnight tonight. Snow levels are going to drop down to 3,500 to 4,000 feet on Christmas Day. We want to remind you what happened on Thanksgiving Day, where the top of Mountain Springs was closed. The highway was closed for a number of hours there, and people had to take the Highway 95 around to get in and out of Pahrump. So you need to plan around that. There's going to be another system on Thursday, but they don't think there's going to be any significant impacts. They are expecting up to 12 inches of snow up in Lee and Kyle canyons. They're expecting travel delays for detours, road closures, and of course McCarran International Airport, flight delays or cancellations. There's going to be hazardous travel expected due to those periods of mountain snow through Christmas. Slick conditions due to rain, which will cause issues. Expect increased traffic incidents, delays and cancellations like I was telling you about. And of course the problem spots, the 93, 95, 395, 66, Highway 389 and Highway 160. We are talking about Mountain Springs there, and I know that most of you are planning to go over in Vegas and your family's planning to come over here. Make sure that you make plans or take an alternate route, which would be Highway 95. And they said that Mountain Pass I-15 may see dusting of snow on Tuesday in the morning, and I-40 near Fort Rock, Arizona may see winter travel conditions as well. And if you want to find out more, you can go onto the National Weather Service's website. You can also go onto the WeatherBug to look at those cameras in our area and all over the world for that matter. What I like to go on is to the road reports to see current conditions that people who are traveling through that area on Facebook. You can go there and see what their experience has been. Well, that's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell from all of us here at KPVM-TV and Ace Country Radio. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.